Welcome, everybody, to the NCAA Tournament edition of the Ed Swanson Head Coaches Show with the head coach of the Sacred Heart Pioneers, the champions of the Northeast Conference for the third time, Ed Swanson. Coach, let's just revisit, before we look forward to the big dance, but let's revisit what it meant to win a championship again on this floor for your seniors. I understand it was an absolutely electric atmosphere here on the Pitt Center. Just kind of revisit that day and share your thoughts.
Sure, yeah, it was a terrific afternoon here. Our seniors, I really think, worked hard all year. Most of our team was together last summer. They worked hard. The strength and conditioning coach continued to make progress right through the fall. Tough non-conference season, successful conference season, and then playoffs. We were tested here every day by Fairleigh Dickinson in the quarterfinal round, Robert Morris in the semifinal round, and then a good Monmouth squad on Sunday. So it was a terrific afternoon here. I'm happy for our players, happy for our kids, happy for our university that we get a chance to go back to the NCAA tournament.
In a few of our shows, we've talked about this. You mentioned being tested throughout the tournament by all three of your opponents in the NEC tournament. Really, all season you got tested because you were at the top from the very start. Having that target on your back and being tested as you were from really the beginning of conference play all the way through the championship game. Did you really get a sense that helped you guys down the stretch?
Well, I think so. Our conference is tremendously competitive from top to bottom, and I thought anybody from 1 through 8 could have won the tournament, and all teams caused different problems. But I kept saying to the team, over the year that everybody's got deficiencies in different areas, and we've got to work to improve those deficiencies. And I thought for the most part our team really did that. I thought they improved on a game-by-game basis. And then, our defense, which has been our staple for a long, long time, really found itself in the tournament and dug down and got the stops that we needed to get when we needed them.
I've heard you mention a few times to your team that you really want to make sure that 3 players every game, it could be any combination, any trio, has to light it up on the scoreboard. Now, Callan Taylor, who is the NEC Player of the Year, one of the great players in Pioneer program history, the Monmouth Hawks did a good job of bottling her up and making her uncomfortable. But you had 3 scores in double figures. Just talk about the importance of depth on your team and players stepping up when they needed to, especially with them targeting Callan.
Sure. Well, I think it's about performances, and players have got to step up and seize the opportunity when it presents itself. And in the finals, Callan has been battling a bad case of plantar fasciitis, and she's making a lot of progress, and she should be fine because she's gotten a pretty good week of rest here. But each team in the conference especially knows each other tremendously from scouting and what strengths and weaknesses are of teams and individuals. So it was great to see Erica Norman really look for her offense, and she won MVP of the NEC tournament, really come to life. And Gabby Washington was terrific, and Morgan Merriman really stepped up. I'd say the last month of the season. So it was nice to see different players step up at different times, and that's what team basketball is all about.
One lighter moment with the celebration was great watching everyone storm the floor. A little premature on the storming, though, if we could laugh about it now. You didn't look, I was watching on TV, you didn't look like you were laughing at the moment, but, that was pretty funny. Gabby getting really excited, and after a tremendous freshman year, she wins NEC Rookie of the Year. The ball went to the rafters a little quick. Kind of funny now.
Yeah, I think we have to talk to the architects and move the ceiling up a little bit. But that's Gabby. That's how she rolls, so to say. And she, I guess, probably saw that plenty of times on TV, but she probably hasn't seen the ball hit the. So she, it was nice to see. She was excited, and the whole team was excited, and I'm glad everybody got a kick out of it.
Well, moving forward now, the business at hand. You're the number 13 seed, taking on a tough team, of course, in Georgia Tech. 13 seeds have won before at the tournament. How much do your young ladies believe that they can go out with their best game and win a game here in the NCAA tournament? How do you balance the whole experience of just the coolness of going to the dance, and also what do you need to do? That's a 3-part question, I know, but what do you need to do if they do in fact believe it to win that game?
Well, look, we know what we're up against. Georgia Tech has had a terrific season. They finished 3rd in a very tough ACC. They lost in the championship game to Maryland, and they're extremely athletic. They have a terrific post player. They have a terrific wing player, and they're real athletic. They press the ball, and they play good team basketball, and they're very well coached as well. Listen, we got to play focused basketball. We've got to bring our energy, which I think we will, and then on top of that, we've got to play extremely well. And that's what it's going to take. And our players, seem focused. This is our third time now to the NCAA tournament, so as a coach, you also learn, I think, how to handle each experience and how to lead this group. And we're lucky that we have 3 seniors: Callan Taylor, Alexis Campbell, and Chris Iovino, who also have been through this as a freshman and have worked extremely hard to get back here. And we're going to lean on them a little bit for their experience too as a player. But we've got to play extremely well.
All right, great job, and Coach, thank you very much for your time all season. Congratulations. It is a tremendous accomplishment. Testament to your hard work, your whole staffs, and your players, and go get them at the dance.
Thanks, Randy.
Ed Swanson, the head coach of the NEC champion Sacred Heart Pioneers. Onto the ball, and Cinderella might be wearing red to the ball this year as the Pioneers, the number 13 seed, taking on the number 4 seed at Georgia Tech. That's Sunday afternoon down in North Carolina.